actually yesterday.
I did see that.
You know what? I thought would be actually really
To wear you down. He's making you pissed off so that you act irrationally, or so that you just get so tired that you give up. And I'm here to remind you, take a minute, go outside, soak in the sun. This land, this earth, and what we're doing here today is to continue to feed you and keep them up. So this land, I'm gonna ask Liz to come. Would you please help me? This land is your land. This land is mine. From everybody, one more time. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. Yes, everybody! Woo! All right! Everybody ready to move a little bit? I know you've been standing there a lot of hours. Here we go! Come on, everybody! It's the No Kings Mosh Pit! The work. We're ticked off. Bring it into yourself. And please remember to take care of yourself. And let's do this. Woo!
Stay or go as it suits you. I hope you'll stay. Some people can go all day. Yeah. We are here to provide an excuse for you to gather. And if you feel like you have gathered, then that's fine. But also, this next speaker, I think, is going to be someone you want to hear. His name is Brody. He's a high school student locally. And he discovered that he might have to step up where his adults have failed him. So I'm going to introduce to you now Bertie Kettner. Bertie, come on up to the stage.
Hello, everyone. My name is Bertie Kettner. I'm a senior at Manheim Township, and today I'm here to talk to you about my activism journey and how I got to here today talking with you. Ever since I was young, I was politically inclined. I remember telling myself I was going to be president one day. I told my mom that. I don't know if she believed me. I was one of those kids that wore suits every day in elementary school. And honestly, looking back now, I think we can agree my 8-year-old self would do a lot better than this current administration. However, as I grew up, the country continued to change and become more and more divided. Thinking as most kids do, I withdrew from politics. It was safer, it was easier for me to say, the adults have it. They have responsibility, they'll handle it. In reality, no one has this figured out. What our country is living through is corruption at every level of government. As a nation, we are a big ship, sailing with no one at the helm. Our leaders, if you want to call them that, are filled with those trying to enrich themselves and keep themselves in power, not the people. My attitude, that feeling of, oh, I'm just a kid, what can I do, changed dramatically this year. Disgusting footage out of Minneapolis and places around the country showed a prejudiced injustice happening to our brothers and sisters everywhere. This hit me hard. Seeing these videos, these actions being perpetrated by human beings at the hands of our very government was too much for me to stomach. Let me be clear. These ICE operations and inhumane treatment of humans across our nation is not a left versus right issue. It's an issue of having human compassion and empathy for others. Like many people around the nation, I knew I had to do something. I decided to start action locally. I saw a pop-up protest here in Lancaster run by a group called PSL, and I decided to go with some friends of mine and see what it was all about. What I found that day was a group of compassionate, like-minded people who cared for their neighbor, who wanted to show up and protest, even though it was in the negative degrees out. We all exercised our First Amendment right and demonstrated one of the oldest American traditions, fighting back against corrupt and immoral governments. As the weeks progressed and more horrific coverage came out around the nation, I knew I had to start something. Me and some of my friends decided to organize a walkout at Manheim Township High School and show support for communities that ICE has been terrorizing. You see, we're students. We don't have much power. We definitely don't have funding. Most of us aren't even 18. We can't vote. That does not mean our voices matter any less. If there are any students in the audience today, I want you to know your voice still matters. What we have is a structured school environment, and by peacefully walking out of that, we were showing civil disobedience in support of all students in our community and school that had to live in fear because of what ICE was doing. Our walkout was an overwhelming success. More than 400 students showed up, and we had 5 schools join us in walking out. We didn't stop there. We created SAIL, Students Against ICE Lancaster. We hosted a completely student-run protest last weekend in Penn Square to overwhelming success. Hundreds showed up. My point being here today, no matter how little power you think your voice has, it does. And when you use it, you will find many people will share your views and amplify your message. Coming here today, seeing how many people are here, if that doesn't make you realize how many people share your views and just make you feel united in community, I don't know what does. We're the youth. We will change this nation and world for the better. That word, we, in numbers today, we are joining the single largest day of protest in American history. We are here to rise against a corrupt and crooked regime. Each and every single one of you should be proud of that. This year is my first year to vote. In November, and you know who I'm voting for. We're all gonna cast our votes, and we're gonna make our voices heard, okay? Everyone get out to the polls. If you're not registered, register back there. Everyone here has a social activism story. Whether this is your first protest or you've been protesting since Vietnam. The point being, your voice matters. When we see injustice from our own government, we have to stand up and be heard. The power of the people will always prevail. Thank you.
All right, everybody, can we give a hand for everybody that spoke before us? And clap it up for yourselves and everybody to the right and to the left of you. Look at all these beautiful people out here. There's people all across the city right now, all across the nation right now, standing up for an incredible cause, right? We don't need kings. We need more believers. We need more supporters. We need more love in the world. Y'all agree? That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. My name is Sir Dominique Jordan. I'm born right here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And I also want you to look around real quick, right? I feel like there's a lot of people missing. Not just people that were here today and they got a little cold. Obviously, you know, it's cool if you can't stay all day, but there's a lot of people missing in this conversation and missing in the crowd today, right? We had a lot of amazing young people like the young man that spoke before me that said some incredible words and is organizing at a young level, but we need more young people out here. We need McCaskey out here. We need all the people that are wrongfully accused right across the street free. That's what we really need. So with that being said, I wanted to be able to share a poem with you all, if that's okay. Is that cool with y'all? Cool. I'm gonna need a little bit of help. Like the folks that came before and got to perform, and they talked about when we have a collective voice and we're lifting up our pain and we're lifting up the trauma and we're lifting up a positive message and we do it together, it's a lot easier. That burden is a lot easier to lift, right? So here he goes. If life is an art, then destiny is the stencil. To sketch our future out, ambition must be the pencil. You see, if doubt is the eraser of potential, it's simple. Balance what inspires you, where you probably never meant to go in the first place. You see, we've been cursed in the worst way, by underexposure. I never seen myself doing half of what I've done, but I still dream big. Hoping better for my sons can only be what we bid. I said, my life, my life, my life, my life, when my sun shines. Can y'all sing that with me? My life, my life, my life, my life, when my sun shines. A little louder, y'all, come on. My life, my life, my life, my life, when my sun shines. One more time. My life, my life, my life, my life, when my sun shines. But with the world we reside inside, arrived by way of coincidence, flaws of the system more eminent. But when it all stopped, if you didn't get the signal, like the call dropped, well, get up off your river and make some ends, because the fin is more than near than the beginning if you let it be so. Make the hard choice, as long as the lessons lead growth. Affordable fellowship, while society's elements ain't telling me no. We just go for broke until we stuck at the bottom of the barrel with no hope. But to feast on each other and leech from one another, instead of standing on each other's shoulders, just to lift my brother up and make sure he knows he got this. You got this. Just keep going. Take this message, this small token, this moment of your life, and just breathe with me for a second. Let's try that again. I want you to put your hands out in front of you. I want you to lift all the baggage, all the trauma, all the turmoil that we've been dealing with over these last few years since 1776. No kings. Close your eyes and lift it up with me as we breathe in. Turn them hands and drop it all down. And shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Repeat after me. Say no. No. Kings. Kings. No. No. Kings. Kings. Fuck. Trump. Fuck. Trump. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you guys.
With a certain frequency and time is irrelevant. My name is Circumstantial Saint. I am a poet, producer, activist, journalist, event host, revolutionist. Repeat after me. When I say the work, you say continues. The work. Continues. The work. Continues. When I say who keeps us safe, you say we keep us safe. Who keeps us safe? We keep us Who keeps us safe? We keep us safe. You showed up here today, and that is the first step. So I want to speak with direct love. Those of you just waking up to how deep this goes, you are not alone. So give yourself a hug. You are not late. You are right on time. You are needed on the picket lines. You are needed in classrooms, chat rooms, your presence, participation, agreement, and accountability. This country will not change because we are here today. It will change because of what we do tomorrow. We need transformation, not a future borrowed. Change comes from the ground up, from people, pressure, protest, education. Liberation is something you hold, and building requires more than agreement. Who are we becoming in this moment? Because while we stand here, families are being ripped apart. People are dying, and someone is losing hope every minute. And bombs are falling in our name with our tax dollars. And they say it's security. But who feels safe right now? Who keeps us safe? We keep us safe. Who keeps us safe? We keep us safe. If our understanding of this country comes only from mainstream media, then we are not informed. We are managed. I'm not here to tell you who to vote for. I am here to tell you voting is the floor, not the ceiling. No election dismantles oppression on its own. No empire has ever voted itself out of power. What changes things are the people. Informed, organized, uncomfortable people willing to unlearn what they were taught in this country. So I need you to leave here different. I need you to leave here louder. I need you to leave here ready to listen, learn, stand up, speak up, and take action. We are the bridge between what was broken and what must be built. So if truth feels heavy, carry it. If justice feels distant, chase it. If freedom feels impossible, be the proof that it isn't. This is not the end. This is the beginning of responsibility. And no matter what happens next, the work. They're robbing us blind. Stand up to the corporations and politicians who lie. Stand up to big pharma and CEOs who let us die. Tell your friends to get up and stand on business. It's time. You are not a number. You are divine. Hear these words. Listen closely to this call. In every classroom, every dinner table, chat room, every fortress of white supremacy, racism, bigotry. We are the many nations of cultures and ethnicities bound by a common fire. The pain is finite because we were backed by a power that's morally higher. I'm fed up, and I'm sure you are too. Let's all recognize our collective truths, our gifts, our collective power, and let it all take root. Ask yourself, what do I stand for? What kind of country do I want to live in? What can I do right now to move things in that direction? Your voice counts. Your actions matter. And when you stand together like this, even in a small way, that's where real change begins. So don't wait to be told you're ready. You already are. Thank you.